Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the New York Jets versus Joe.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there on the first play of the game. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early. But I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decide to just come right out swinging.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jackson. That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. From the 44, Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Landry. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be from 49 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. Back
onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Swift. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, here's Burrow. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eckler will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it and we'll enjoy it and actually marvel at it. These guys are making every catch possible. Boy, have they been fun to watch in this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. On the handoff, this is Swift. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter. I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson over the middle. That's caught by Chase. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Jackson. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On second and very short. Burrow. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Burrow on third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Mounties trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Again, he's got that man Landry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Oh, at 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Down New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Jackson. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Jackson will throw again. Got a man open, it's Chase. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And room there to work it inside the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
This is swung out to Eckler.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They go play action with Burrow. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Burrow.
Quick strike to Eckler.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Fournette.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run forward with Fournette. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Leonard Fournette.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Wide open receiver complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You never